Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into Kentucky Good Vibes. I'm your host, DISHAYNA Perkins, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing the very beautiful and talented Miss Beth. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
You're most certainly welcome. I forgot to add singer, songwriter,
Okay.
beautiful talent. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you.
So, inquiring minds would like to know, who is Beth?
Oh boy, Beth is a singer. She's a songwriter. She's a wife. She's the daughter of a funk brother. She's a lover of music. I'm a soon-to-be author. I'm really excited about that. And I love music and I love the arts and I love everything about that. And I've just been having the time of my life being able to express myself musically and to be able to put my own music out. It's just been an amazing experience for me. I'm so grateful. You know, a lot of people have dreams and aspirations and they sometimes never get a chance to see it to fruition. And I've been blessed.
Okay, cool. So when did you realize you had a gift for singing?
Let me fix my camera because it's doing what it wants to do. When did I realize it? I think I wanted to do it when I was a little girl, actually. And just going to school and getting in the choir and studying music. And then when I got out of high school, I decided to try to get into a girl group and see how that, how that would work. And it just kind of grew legs and turned into, okay, now I want to see if I can be a background singer. And then I got my first touring job with Anita and did that for about 5 years. And that was an amazing experience. And it just grew legs into me doing background for Kim and then me putting my own album out. So it just kind of started with me going with the passion that I had and it just kind of grew.
Okay. So tell us about your childhood and upbringing. Like, did you grow up in church or a family of musicians? Like you said, you came from funk.
Yeah, the funk brother. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I didn't really grow up in church, but my dad, being a musician, yes, and but he didn't want me to be in the business. So that just was something I couldn't keep from because I knew he didn't want me to do it. And then when he realized I was doing it, he was proud of me. And one of my wishes is that he was here today to see me doing what I love to do. But he's in spirit, so it's okay.
Okay, now you said your father was in funk or whatever. What's his name?
My father was one of the funk brothers from Motown. His name was Johnny Griffith.
Okay, cool.
So the music that you hear, the classic Motown songs, he was one of the musicians for those things. Okay. For not those things, but those songs, that music, that was his era. The Supreme, Four Tops, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, the Temptations, all of that. He played for all of them.
Okay, so it's in your blood. It's in your blood.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so when did you get started in the music industry? Like, I guess I would say, when did you get your break? Like, what year, or what were you doing to get you to this point?
You know what? To be honest with you, I still feel like I'm looking for a break, honestly, because everything that you do is more like a step. And I think once you decide you want to do it and you take the initiative to do it for yourself, I would say that will be your first break, because you have to break the ground for yourself and say, this is what I want to do, right? That's the first thing. But then some would say, when I started working with Anita, that could have been a big break for me because it was a huge opportunity. Working with Kim has been a huge opportunity because each one of those has provided a different outlet, a different experience for me. I would say the biggest step was probably me being on season 16 of The Voice, because that allowed me to go to national television. And that was life-changing. And that was a step because some people will say it's a break for you. Yes, but at the same time, no, because those type of shows it's an assembly line, and you keep going. They keep going to the next artist, and so you really have to be diligent that the opportunity that you have for being on that show, you take it and you maximize that opportunity. So I've had several, and we'll use the word you use, several breaks, several opportunities, but the one that I would confidently say, okay, this is the one that did it, I'm still waiting on that one.
Okay. Okay. So what has been your biggest challenge as a female artist?
For people to take you seriously, because there's so many artists out now, you know, with social media, everybody's a star. Everybody has a fan base. Everybody, you know, whether they're talented or not. So I think being able to stand out and to gather and have your own dedicated fan base has been one of the biggest challenges, I think.
Okay. Okay. So what's your favorite pastime?
Probably sleeping and shopping.
You don't get enough of that, huh?
Listen, I love a good nap. I love a good sale.
Me too. Growing up, who were your childhood idols?
Whitney Houston was and will always be. She's my absolute favorite. And she was the artist that I saw as a little girl who I wanted to be like. And she looked like me and I wanted to sing like her. So to see her to grow into what she grew into, that was amazing for me. She and I have the same birthday, which is August the 9th, and that's incredible. So that just connected me to her even more. And then I got a chance to be her body double and stand in and work with her when she filmed Sparkle, which was her last movie here. So there's just a connection I had with her. And it started as a little girl, and then for me to be a grown up and then get a chance to meet her and it come full circle. So she is and will always be my favorite. My other favorites, I love Aretha Franklin. I love Gladys Knight. I love Shaka Khan. I love them. Those are just the classic, timeless singers that will always be the great. But for me, Whitney is my favorite.
Okay, cool. So tell us about your new single, Got Next.
Got Next. I love you. Thank you. It's like we wanted an anthem. We wanted people to feel encouraged. We wanted people to feel like, you know, coming off the pandemic, coming off of uncertainty, we wanted people to feel as if they had an opportunity to be great as well. So Got Next is more of an anthem, and we called in Swifty McVeigh from D12 and asked him to do a feature. He did it. I appreciate him, love him for that. And it's just a funky song. It has a West Coast feel to it, which I absolutely love. That's some of my favorite music. And it just feels good. It's just a vibe song.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. What's something Google doesn't know about you?
Google. That I like to garden. I love flowers. I love being in the yard. I'll get up and water flowers, and I love to be at the nursery and pick out flowers for my yard and stuff like that. I like to cook sometimes. So those two things. I can be kind of domestic, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I've been thinking about that lately. And I see, because I own my own record label, I see my record label growing and that I'm able to put out other artists. That's the first thing. I want to put out additional books because my first book will be out this year. So I want to do additional books. And I want to go into production for small films and short films.
Okay.
And of course, I want to sing, you know, and do my thing, but I just want to branch and expand.
So what's your record label called?
ANISE Records.
ANISE Records. Okay. Okay. So what do you enjoy most about your profession?
Getting dressed up. I love it. That's one of my favorite things, is what am I going to wear for the show? I absolutely love that. And, you know, my stylist and I, we always like, okay, where's the show? What time is the show? Where is it going to be? What are you going to wear? What color? So that's a lot of fun for me. That's a lot of fun for us. So, you know, that's very superficial, but people listen with their eyes. So if you come out on that stage and you're not looking right, people are upset. So they they're like, now she couldn't do no better than that. So I love the getting dressed up and the getting the, you know, planning the wardrobe and making the impact statement with what I wear. So I love that. So when I come to Kentucky in a couple of weeks, so we're already working on that outfit.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, me, like, I don't really like stripes, but I thought this dress was cute. So I put it on. And I was like, well, they're just gonna see the top part. And my son was like, you wearing it? I said, they ain't gonna see nothing below.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
So who all have you worked with in the industry?
Oh wow. Well, we talked about Anita, we talked about Kim. I have an upcoming show, and this is not my first show, this is actually my second show. I'll be with Najee on September 1st. So he and I are starting to work together. And I'll also be working with Melissa Morgan. So that's a future show coming up. I've had the opportunity to, sing background for BB Winans, for Melba Moore, for Kendrick Family Soul. I've worked with Ray Chu, who does the music directing for Dancing with the Stars. I've also been on Dancing with the Stars, singing on that show as well. I have worked with, it's so many people, and I've been doing it for so long, but those are some of the key people that I've worked with, and I've just had an amazing time being able to work with them and to just expand my resume like that. Patti LaBelle, I've been able to do background for her. Yolanda Adams, it's coming to me as I'm thinking. The list is just really long. So yeah.
That's a good background.
Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
Okay, so what can fans expect, or an audience expect that has never heard you before with your music?
Well, first of all, I love to have fun on stage, and I love to entertain and connect with the people. So that's one of the things. And my music is soulful but fun, and I like lyrics that make you think and make you feel good. And thought-provoking. So I hope people, when they see me for the first time, they listen to the lyrics and they love what I'm saying, and they love how I'm saying it with the music.
So I take it that you don't get like stage fright or get butterflies before performances and so forth?
I absolutely do.
I
used to have terrible stage fright. Really? And I had to get past it because I had to make a decision on whether or not what was most important to me. Did I want to sing, or did I want to allow the fear to control me? And it had controlled me for a long time. There were opportunities that I've had in the past where I just froze up. Like I had an opportunity to audition for Ashanti years ago. And I walked in the room and she was so beautiful. And I was so nervous and I froze up and I couldn't even open my mouth. And that was something that really angered me for many years, because I'm like, you let this opportunity pass. Well, I didn't know what could have come from that, but I was not able to get myself together to even say anything. I just was standing there stage starstruck and frozen. But my thing is I really wanted to sing, and I allowed a fear to control me. And I said, that's not going to happen anymore. So, you know, and then there's been other times prior to that. But as I got older and started doing background work, that took away the edge of me being on the stage in front of people. And now here I am solo. So it just kind of evolved. But I had to make the decision. I didn't want to be afraid anymore. You know, being that afraid, it just wasn't working for me. I was just like, I can't do this. Because then that means I was just going to be sitting around wanting to sing and never doing it.
And find yourself singing in the shower and be like, I could have did that on stage.
And like, I'm not going to live like this. And there's so many people come up to me all the time and they say, you know, I should have, but then I said, oh no, that's not going to be me. I got sick of hearing. Yeah, I couldn't, for me, I couldn't do it. Yeah, I was like, oh, no. Yeah, so, and it was a struggle. It definitely was a struggle. There were times where I would sing and come home and cry because it was such a struggle, you know? But I was like, I'm gonna fight this thing because I really want to be on stage and I really want to sing. And I'm so proud of myself that I fought that. So, you know, and I have a song called Free that's on my first album. And that song is basically about that, you being free and you coming out and you living your best life, and you get sick and tired of not being your best self. So
sing us a snippet of that. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Can you sing us a snippet?
Oh, you want me to sing it?
Just a little bit.
I thought you said you had a snippet of, okay, so the beginning of the song goes, every day I look in the mirror, mirror looking back at me. I see a girl so full of life, she just wants to be happy. I've been through some things, been through the storm and rain, and I know I just gotta release it. Time can heal a wound, time can heal the pain, but will I be whole again? I just wanna be free. Okay. So that's like,
say you hold them notes. She's like, real good.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm gonna be singing that when I get So it's a beautiful song. The music is beautiful and everything. Girl, you got me sweating over here.
So what would you have been doing if you didn't get into music? What do you think you would be doing?
Ooh. I don't know, probably a corporate attorney.
Okay.
Yeah, I love business. I love the art of business and negotiation and how all that works. So probably corporate law, yeah. Mm-hmm. And probably maybe entertainment law.
That's what I was doing, well, trying to do in college at first. And then I was like, once all them books got in front of me, I'm like, oh, no, good. You know, I was younger then. Now I'm 41, so I'm like, okay. Now I'm,
You said, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, but now I'm like, I have the patience now, and I'm more settled, and I ain't doing hardly anything for real. So I'm like, you know, and then I have a 3-year-old now, so that slowed me down. My other kids are grown.
Okay.
So I started over.
Yes, how sweet though.
So any new projects coming up? Any tours, concerts, or anything?
The only thing coming up now is my book in October. And I have the Najee concert on September 1st. And then we have the show in Kentucky on the 29th. And I'm just laying low for the rest of the year, you know, no tours. I'm just going to stay home and be with my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you would like to add before we wrap up?
I just want people to follow me on social media and help me grow. I'm on Instagram at Beth Always Sings, Twitter, Beth Always Sings. And you could check me out there and see what upcoming shows and events. If something comes up, another show or something like that, I'll definitely post that on my social media. Okay. And your social medias, you're on Facebook as well as Instagram? Yes, I'm on Facebook as well. Oh, I didn't even give that. It's Beth Griffith Manley on Facebook. Okay. And Instagram and Twitter is Beth Always Sings. Beth Always Sings. Okay. And you said, so right now you have your record label, and do you already have artists? No, it's just me. Okay. So you'll soon start getting artists. Yeah, you know, I'm still doing me. You know, I put one album out already. I have a second album that'll be out next year. So after I get through putting my stuff out, eventually in the future, I will put other artists out. But I'm mastering this whole process of figuring that out first, you know. So yeah, because it's a lot. It takes a lot of money and it takes a lot of time. And so if I put another artist out, I can't be putting my stuff out at the same time. So yeah. So since you got started, how has the music industry changed since you first got started versus now? It hasn't. It hasn't? I put an album out in 2017. It hasn't really changed. Yeah, no, it's the same thing. It's just, you know. Mm-hmm. So you've been doing music with Anita and like background for how many years? I toured with her 5 years. And I started with her in 2007. And then I did 5 years with her. And then I started with Kim in probably 2013. Mm-hmm. And then I've been with him ever since. So I still work with him. I don't work with Anita anymore. And then, so I just do Kim now. And then if another artist calls, yes. And then I do my stuff. Okay. I love Kim.
I love Anita too.
Yes, they are both great.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for interviewing with me, and I
Thank you for
appreciate your
having
support.
me.
Thank
Yes, I
you.
appreciate the support. Thank you so very much.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, just let you know, I will definitely follow up, and I hope to meet you when you come here in Kentucky, August
Yes,
29th.
yes, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. And in the meantime, be safe.
Yes, you
Try
too.
to stay
Thank
corona free.
you. Yes, right, right.
Yeah. But okay. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, you too, and have a good evening and see you on the 29th.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.